All right. I. All right. So anyway, this talk is called "Look Across for a Cross." All right. Now, many of you would have thought that my Christianity has been compromised, but I'll tell you now that you are wrong. If you look at what I'm getting at in this cult, yeah, let me get out the file and see if I can verify. I don't keep half the shit I know in my head because I know that if I look, I'll find. And all the way through it, I've been highly blessed. I've been walking with the Most High. So surely what I've been putting out will be in line with the Christianity the way I know that one. So if we look at the messages that I got in them ones, yeah, look at all the messages and you see what I mean. First of all, we look at what Christ is to me, not what he is to other individuals. To me, Christ sigillistically, like you can have symbols that remind you of him. If, as in my case, you're used to contemplating on Christ whenever you see a cross, every time you see a cross somewhere, that should conjure up sentiments concerning Christ. So, to me, every time I see a cross somewhere, there's always a thought that comes across my mind that concerns Christ. And you can see crosses everywhere. I got videos that I've done in the past where I show you where I looked across at a wall and I saw a shadow that was being cast, and in the middle of it was a cross in all of it all. Yeah? So to me, that conjured up thoughts of Christ. So whenever I see a cross somewhere, I think that I've got a thought in there on the carousel that concerns Christ. So to me, Christ is not something that's confined in the church. You can find him everywhere. I mean, Christ is in everything you look at if you think about what it means to me sigillistically, like I just explained there. So, for example, I've got a packet of noodles here. I can find Christ in that. You ask me how. Anything that looks like a cross or a T, it reminds me of Christ. So, even when I look at the ingredients here, if I was in a fix and I couldn't get out, yeah, and a demon had me in a fix, I couldn't get to my crucifix, I could still find a cross in this. It's a packet of noodles, blood. So, if you look at the ingredients, you look at fat. Fat has a T in that. Yeah? There's a T across there when you look for a cross. So I can use that one. Sigillistically, I can remind myself of Christ every time I look at that word fat. Fats are alright. Carbohydrates is alright. They've got a T in that. Hydrate. That's a T in that. So even if I look at that word and I'm fighting a demon, I can conjure up feelings of Christ and use that one. Then we move on to fibers. Fibers, I'm not really sure about them ones. They got no T in that. Then there's a word alternative to fiber, what they use in other languages. There's fibra, there's vessels, there's ballast stoffe. There's two T's in that. So even fibers is all right. So I can have them ones. Then there's proteins which have a T in that. Obviously protein. So I can even mess up a demon with just using a packet of noodles and that. You don't know what Christ means to me, and that is a new thing, a new age thing that we have. Yeah, Christ is everywhere. Even if I saw that synchronous sigil that appeared that associated with Christ, and somebody said, okay, we're going to tear down the lamp that's causing that so that you can't see that symbol there anymore. Christ is everywhere. You can't be without Christ. I told you. All I need is holy water because I got Christ with me everywhere. Look, I can even show you on my palm. You can look to that palm and see what I mean there. Yeah. You can see a cross there. Yeah. But if you look farther, yeah, you can see that cross there, can't you now? Yeah. There's a cross there. So I can even use that cross in the middle of my palm. I don't know if it's coming out right. You can't. There's crosses everywhere in my palm, man. Yeah, there's crosses everywhere. Yeah, so I can look at any one of them as a T and use that one. There's a cross on that one. Yeah, there's a T in that. Yeah, and if I was to slap a demon with that, he'll feel a T in that. You see, I had to get that one in and that. Yeah, so you can't say that this is not a Christian themed cult, if you like. Yeah, because everywhere where you see a T, in my words, then there's a T in that. Look, the word that appeared in 2015 was T to T. There's 3 T's in that. There's a T T T in that. There's Christ everywhere in my thing. So how am I going to avoid it? So that's what I try to tell people. Yeah, I'm not what you call a normal pagan, so you stop suggesting that. This is Christianity 2.0. It's not the usual Christianity that people is going on about. Yeah, so Christ to me means something different from what you have in organized religions now. Yeah, so I don't want you to think that I will take you away from the righteous path, because I'm someone who's on the righteous path and I'm comfortable doing that because I know what I mean. This theory is really slick if you think about it, because the errors that you're prone to come out in the messages that you're giving out. If you start talking, you might accidentally have a hiccup, but you never predicted when that one is going to happen. And you can be pronouncing something and then you mistakenly pronounce it. Those things are you. There's some things that you're prone to. Those are things that the sun's been doing to you, has been cooking you on this earth like a spit roast. Yeah, it's been doing all that to you. Yeah, so it's giving you certain errors that are your personal ones. Yeah, so that's a personalized message that I have in this one. So I know exactly what that is. You know, Akhenaten was the first man to conceptualize that there is only one God being. And the atom that he described, that's the light that bounces off Ra, which is the sun. So that was atom Ra that he was looking at. Everyone has their own atom. The light that bounces off you and hits my eye for me to see you, that's your atom. So I'm just describing mine. So when you have to have a personal relationship with your atom, and that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that I don't know Christ and I don't know what that's about. Yeah. I told you I've seen Christ in very intimate situations with nature and that. So I know what Christianity is about. My version, my interpretation of it as well. And but this exercise is learning how to learn myself, and I can teach others how to learn themselves. But you got to be part of this cult, because I got to manage it, obviously, because this is knowledge that if it's sacred, I don't know. I just come across knowledge. If it's sacred, I wouldn't know. Yeah. So, but if it is, I got to be responsible. So you got to be part of my cult before I teach you how to see what you have been prone to in life, things that have been put into you by the fact that the magnetic field of Earth is heavily dominated by the sun, and so is the gravitational field of it. Well, I mean, we bloody go around the thing. Yeah, so it's been doing things to you all your life, and it's made you prone to a specific set of random phenomena. Yeah, if you like. Everyone has a different way of making their hiccups, different set of hiccups. And these are my ones that I'm trying to describe in this one. So I'll teach you how to find your ones. That's the only thing I can teach you, like, you know, because I can't tell you what your God is to you, your personal one, your atom. You got to have a personal relationship with that one, you know, because you know what you're prone to and you should know how to fix yourself. Everyone has their own atom. So that's what it is. The creator is self, innit? Think of that one.